Hi, in this video we're going to be looking at prefixes and how they can be used to change the meaning of a root word. A prefix is a letter or a group of letters that are added to the beginning of a word to make a different word. For example, un can be added to happy, done, kind, cover and fortunate to reverse their meanings. Adding un creates the antonym of the root word. Two words are antonyms if their meanings are opposites. These prefixes can also be used to reverse their meanings. Impossible, irregular, inaccurate, disappear. It's important to remember that the spelling of a root word does not change when a prefix is added. Quite often, words that have prefixes added have a double letter like this: immature, irregular, illegal. It is useful to remember this as it can help you when spelling these words. Prefixes can easily be removed to get back to the root words. For example, the root word of overexcited is excited. The root word of superhuman is human. The root word of anti-clockwise is clockwise. Let's take a look at the first question. The prefix re can be added to the root word arrange to make the word rearrange. Tick the meaning of the word rearrange and you can only tick one. 1. To arrange carefully. 2. To arrange later. 3. To arrange again. 4. To arrange badly. The question is asking us to consider how the prefix has altered the meaning of the word arrange. The prefix re means to do again, as in all of these words. Redo, to do again. Replay, to play again. Reseal, to seal again. Therefore, the answer must be number 3, to arrange again. Well done if you knew the answer to that one. Here's the next question. See if you can work out the correct answers. Add a different prefix to each word to form its antonym. Obey, tolerant, patient. Pause the video here and have a go at answering the question. You might like to use a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you might just want to say your answer out loud. Top tip, try saying the answers out loud to see if they sound right. So let's look at the answers. Obey becomes disobey. Tolerant becomes intolerant. Patient becomes impatient. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got those right. Let's take a look at the final question about prefixes. Draw a line to match each prefix to the correct word to make a new word. Stop the video now and have a go at answering it. Press play when you are ready. Are you ready? Let's check the correct answers. The prefix n is added to large to mean to make larger. The prefix d is added to frost to mean to get rid of frost. The prefix dis is added to locate to mean to change location. Well done if you got those questions correct. You should now be able to spot prefixes and use them to change the meaning of root words. If you're looking for more English help, then we've got lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so go and check them out.
Hi there! In this video we will be looking at adding prefixes to verbs and how they can change the meaning of the root word. A prefix is a letter or a group of letters that can be added to the beginning of a root word to change its meaning. Some can be used to prefix verbs to change the nature of the action. For example, re can be added to many verbs, including do, tie, wind, and place, to form redo, retie, rewind, replace. Adding re to the beginning of a verb means to do the verb again. When you say you need to redo something, the prefix re implies that the task has already been done and now it needs to be done again. Here are some other examples of prefixes that can be used to alter verbs. Dis The prefix dis means not or the opposite of. Disappear, disconnect, discourage. D. The prefix d means to take away or reduce. Deactivate, defuse, decode. Miss. The prefix miss means wrong or false. Mistreat, misread, misplace. Over. The prefix over means too much, like in overweight, overtake, oversleep. Remember, when a prefix is added, the spelling of the root word does not change, so we can end up with a double consonant. For example, overreact, misspell, dissimilar. Knowing this will really help when spelling words with prefixes. Now let's have a look at a question about adding prefixes to verbs. Circle the prefix that can be added to the verb read to create a new verb that means not read correctly. A top tip would be that we can try adding each of the prefixes to the word read to see which one makes sense and change the verb to the correct meaning. De-read is not a word, so this cannot be the correct answer, nor is anti-read. This leaves us with unread and misread. These are both words, but unread means something hasn't been read at all. Misread means something has been read incorrectly, and so should be circled as the correct answer. Let's try this next question, which asks you to explain how the prefixes change the meaning of the verb cooked in the two sentences. Sentence starters have been given to help you structure your answer. My potatoes were served uncooked. My potatoes were served undercooked. The first sentence means that the potatoes... The second sentence means that the potatoes... Pause the video here and have a go on your whiteboard piece of paper or be ready to say your answer out loud. Ready? Let's have a look at the correct answer. The first sentence means that the potatoes are not cooked at all. The second sentence means that the potatoes are not cooked enough. The prefix un means the verb has not been done, and the prefix under means the verb has not been done enough. As long as you have said something similar in your answers, you will get the marks for this question. I hope you got those correct. Here is the last question involving adding prefixes to verbs. The question asks you to draw a line from the prefixes on the left to the matching verbs on the right. You can choose from the prefixes over, miss, de, and re, and the verbs play, communicate, eat, and compose. You may wish to write your answer down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you may just wish to say your answer out loud. Pause the video here so you can have a go and hit play again when you are ready to see the correct answer. Ready? Great. We can tackle this question by taking each prefix and seeing if it will fit in front of each word. Over can only go with eat to form overeat. Miss goes with communicate to form miscommunicate. De can prefix compose to make decompose. And re is a prefix for play to form replay. Well done if you got those correct. You should now have a better understanding of how prefixes can be added to verbs. I hope this video has helped you to understand how to add prefixes to verbs. If you still need more SPaG help, we have lots of these videos on the Twinkl website, so make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching!
In this video, we'll be looking at how to form nouns using prefixes. First, let's check that we know what a prefix is. A prefix is a set of letters that can be added to the beginning of a word. For example, auto, un, super, anti. Now, let's check that we know what a noun is. A noun is a naming word for things, animals, people, places, and feelings. For example, table, horse, grandma, London, sadness. Sometimes a prefix can be added to a root word to form a new noun. For example, super plus market equals supermarket. The prefix super can also be added to these nouns to make new nouns. Hero, natural, nova, and human to make superhero, supernatural, supernova, superhuman. The prefix super means greater, more than, or above. Some prefixes change the meaning of the root word to the opposite meaning. The prefix anti means against or opposite. So when anti is added to the root word freeze, the new noun formed is antifreeze, which has the opposite meaning to freeze. Let's recap. Prefixes can be added to a root word to create a new noun. Sometimes adding a prefix changes the meaning of the original noun so that it means the opposite. Let's take a look at our first question. Here you are being asked to identify which two root words can be used to create a new noun when the prefix auto is added to it. The root words are store, biography, graph, and man. Well done if you said biography and graph. Adding the prefix has made two new nouns, autobiography and autograph. The meaning of the prefix auto is self. An autobiography is a life history of a person written by that person themselves. An autograph is a signature written in the author's own handwriting. In this next question, you are being asked to match the correct prefix to each root word to create a new noun. The prefixes are super, anti, miss. The root words are biotic, understanding, hero. You may wish to write your answers down. Top tip, say them out loud and see if they sound right. Pause the video now and press play when you have your answers. Do you have your answers? Great. Well done if you matched super to hero, anti to biotic, and miss to understanding. Superhero, antibiotic, misunderstanding. For this final question, you are being asked to choose just one prefix from the list that can be added to all four of the root words to create new nouns. Top tip, say them out loud and see if they sound right. The prefixes are inter, dis, and semi. The root words are circle, detached, final, and automatic. Remember, you need to only choose one prefix that can be used with all the root words. Pause the video while you think and press play when you have an answer. Do you have your answers? Great. Let's take a look. The answer is semi. The prefix semi can be added to all of the nouns to make new nouns. Semicircle, semi-detached, semi-final, and semi-automatic. The prefix semi means half or partly. You will notice that a hyphen has been added after the prefix to some of the words. This is to avoid mispronunciation. You now know how to form nouns using prefixes. Well done if you got that right. Thanks for listening.